Okay, so let's just start with the very basics. And I promise this is going to be way more interesting than what you remember from school. The color wheel. You've seen it before, right? But today we're actually going to understand it. So we have three primary colors: red, blue, and yellow. These are the ones you can't make by mixing anything else. They just exist. Now watch what happens when I mix red and yellow together. You get orange, blue and yellow, green, red and blue, purple. These are your secondary colors. And then we go one step further. Mix a primary with a secondary next to it, and you get tertiary colors. Things like red orange, yellow green, blue violet. See how the wheel starts to feel complete now? The reason this matters is that everything, and I mean everything, about color starts here. Interior design, fashion, art, even the way your phone screen looks. It all comes back to this wheel. So get comfortable with it because we're going to be using it a lot today. Okay, so here's something that's going to blow your mind a little. Colors don't just look different, they actually make you feel different. And this isn't just an art thing, this is science. Think about red for a second. When you see red, your heart rate actually goes up a little. It feels urgent, energetic, passionate. That's why sale signs are red. That's why stop signs are red. It grabs you. Now think about blue. Totally different feeling, right? Blue is calm. It's trustworthy. It's why banks and hospitals love blue. It makes you feel safe and relaxed. Yellow is happiness and warmth. Think sunshine, but too much yellow can actually cause anxiety, which is why you rarely see entire rooms painted yellow. Green connects us to nature and balance. Purple feels luxurious and creative. Here's the cool part. Once you know this, you start seeing it everywhere. Look at your favorite coffee shop. Look at the apps on your phone. Look at the clothes you feel most confident in. Color is doing all of that work silently in the background. Let's talk about how colors actually work together. This is called color harmony, and it's honestly one of the most useful things you'll learn. The first type is complementary colors. These are colors that sit directly opposite each other, like blue and orange, or red and green. When you put them next to each other, they make each other pop. They create this beautiful tension. Think of a sunset, orange sky, blue ocean. That's complementary harmony at work. Then there is analogous color. These are colors that sit next to each other on the wheel, like blue, blue-green, green, and yellow-green. They're super harmonious and easy on the eyes. Nature uses this all the time. Think of a forest. All those different greens and yellows living together peacefully. And then we have triadic, three colors evenly spaced around the wheel, like red, yellow, and blue. or orange, green, and purple. This one is bold and vibrant and great when you want something really energetic and playful. Once you start seeing these patterns, you'll never look at a painting or a room the same way again. Okay, this is where things get really practical. Let's talk about your home. There is this golden rule in interior design called the 60-30-10 rule, and it's a game changer. Here's how it works: 60% of your room should be one dominant color, usually something neutral like white, beige, or gray. Then 30% is a secondary color, maybe your sofa, your curtains, your rug. And then 10% is your accent color, the fun one, your throw pillows, your vase, your artwork. So, for example, imagine white walls, a gray sofa, and then pops of mustard yellow in the cushions, and a plant pot. That's it. That's a beautiful, balanced room. The biggest mistake people make is matching everything exactly. You don't want your sofa to match your curtains perfectly. You want them to coordinate. There's a big difference. This is one of my favorite parts to talk about because different art styles have these completely different personalities, and a huge part of that comes from their color palette. Take pop art for example. Think Andy Warhol. Think bold. Think primary colors cranked up to full volume. Red, yellow, blue, black outlines. High contrast. It's meant to be loud and attention grabbing and fun. Now compare that to pastel art. Completely different world. Soft pinks, baby blues, lavenders, mint greens. Everything is light, airy, dreamy. The colors are desaturated, like they have a little white mixed in. When you know these palette personalities, you can actually design a mood for your artwork before you even pick up a brush. Okay, so now I want to give you some actual things you can do to train your eye. Because knowing about color is one thing, feeling it is another. So find a photo you love. It could be a painting, a room, or a landscape, anything. And try to pull out 5 colors from it. Then look at them and ask yourself, what's the harmony type? What's the mood? Okay, I love this part because it makes everything click visually. Let me show you this room. Gray walls, brown sofa, orange cushions, and a red rug. Can you feel how chaotic that is? There is no clear hierarchy. The colors are fighting each other. Nothing feels intentional. Now look at this version. Same furniture, but completely different feeling. So what changed? We removed the color clash. We picked a family of warm tones and we followed that 60-30-10 rule. This is honestly the skill that separates someone who knows about color from someone who truly sees it. Next time you watch a sunset, instead of just thinking, oh, that's pretty, try to actually name the colors. Is that orange warm or cool? Is the pink more magenta or dusty rose? Where does the sky go from orange to yellow to blue? Next time you're in a coffee shop or restaurant, ask yourself, what color palette did they choose and why? What feeling are they going for? When you watch a movie, notice the color grading. Horror films are often desaturated with cool greens and blues. Romance films love warm golden tones. This is called color grading and it's incredibly intentional. There are also some amazing tools to help you. Adobe Color is free and lets you pull a palette from any photo. Coolors.co is great for generating harmonious palettes. And Pinterest is honestly one of the best places to study color just by observing what you're drawn to. The goal is to make color analysis a habit, something you do automatically wherever you are. Okay, we're wrapping up with the things I see people get wrong all the time. And I say this with so much love because I made every single one of these mistakes myself. Mistake number 1: using too many colors. More is not more when it comes to color. Pick a palette and stick to it. 3 to 5 colors is usually enough. Mistake number 2: ignoring undertones. This is a big one. Not all whites are the same. Some whites are warm and creamy, some are cool and blue tone. If you put a warm white next to a cool white, it looks off and you won't even know why. Always check undertones. Mistake number 3: matching instead of coordinating. If your cushions match your curtains, match your rug exactly, it looks flat. You want colors that are in the same family but at different shades and saturations. Mistake number 4: forgetting about lighting. A color can look completely different in natural daylight versus warm evening light versus harsh overhead lighting. Always test your colors in the actual lighting of the space. And that's it. You've just gone from zero to a real understanding of color. The next step is just practice. Keep looking, keep experimenting, and trust your eye. It gets better every single time. If this video helped you to see color in a whole new way, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. I'm putting out more videos like this on art, techniques, and creativity, and I'd love to have you stick around for those. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.